That was your PC. All right.
Hey,
kind of fixed it. Kind of. All right, welcome back to the EPS Winter 2014 here for the Germany region, as we're getting into our second semi-final in just a little bit. The veto process has already been done, I believe, Sean.
That's right. HeRoMaRinE versus GunGFuBanDa. It's funny. Yeah, so it's going to be Terran versus Protoss, and to be honest, I think the map pool really favouring HeRoMaRinE here. Some great Terran maps for him to start off on. He was the first player to pick a map, so he gets map number 1, 3, and 5 to his favour, whereas GunGFuBanDa's got to play against these maps. It's going to be very difficult,
Yeah.
but for me, I look at HeRoMaRinE as the favourite. I don't know if we're going to be surprised by GunGFuBanDa, and I know you feel the same too.
I think maybe he could give us a little bit of an upset here, but definitely Marine King. Oh, jeez. Definitely Marine comes in as the favourite, I would say. Let's actually try and take a look at the brackets as I press button number 3. Yeah,
Oh, got it working again.
And you can see
have some faith.
Showtime has been able to advance to the finals as we have the second semi on the way now. GunGFuBanDa or GunGFuBanDa going up against Marine.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I wonder if I can switch to it. Shall I try?
You can give it a go. What is that?
Shall I-
Why do you have that?
I don't
You
know.
can switch to it. Why is this here?
Oh, wait. Okay, so apparently...
What is this?
I'm not sure.
Why do you have this playing?
I don't know. I think I pressed the wrong button.
What?
And now, welcome to the EPS Germany. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why. Right, we're getting off that.
Why do you have this in your play scroll list of
I don't
your
know,
buttons?
man. I'm apparently producing as well, and
Okay.
it's okay.
And you've got to also find the game invite too.
okay, good
Somehow,
to
because
go.
you're doing all the magic.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how you had otters and pandas, and
I don't know. It's on a loop. It's on
pretty weird, James.
Sorry, buddy.
All right.
So yeah, that's basically wrapping up the EPS Winter 2014. All right, we need to wait for a second until basically we can find the games. I'm waiting for invites. For
I was
them.
I was doing a little bit of research before on GunGFuBanDa,
Yeah.
and I did it all in German, but now I translated it, and now I don't remember the original German.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I asked Joe for some help. I was reading it, and he's an IT specialist, and I forgot what it was in German. In school.
GunGFuBanDa is?
Yeah, he's 16 in school.
Okay.
Studies. Well, he's an IT specialist, so studies IT, I guess.
Is it computer science?
It's similar, I think so.
A
yeah.
lot of people do computer science.
So he does computer science in school. 16 years of age, turning 17 in April. So he's pretty much eligible for every single tournament now, WCS, EPS, and he's going to be a player that's going to be definitely up and coming over the next couple of years in the German scene.
Yeah.
Against HeRoMaRinE, who's also one of the youngest players in Germany too, 17 years of old, already a 2-time EPS champion.
I think he's doing computer science as well now, if I think about it.
Yeah?
I think so. Might be.
I don't know. I know he's in school too. I wasn't looking that deep into him.
No.
But he's won the last 2 out of 3 EPSs, HeRoMaRinE. Won last year's winter and this year's spring. And I think he lost in summer.
I think it was this year's summer, and then spring was
Okay.
Showtime.
Okay.
So.
So he's looking to see if he can go in the Hall of Fame here, because if he wins this one, he's up there with Soke and HeRoMaRinE for the most won
3 times.
EPS championships in StarCraft 2.
I think, isn't one of them a 4-time for StarCraft? I think it might be...
No, they're both 3. I was looking at it earlier. Both
Alright.
3. HeRoMaRinE has more because of Warcraft 3, but
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'll have a quick double
I
check.
should have known that from Home Story Cup now that I think about it.
Double check, hold on. I'm going to double check this. No, 3 is the max. Soke and HeRoMaRinE, so 1-3 each.
Fair play. Hasu's last one came quite a while ago, considering all the new blood that's just been able
Yeah,
to stop
summer
everybody.
2013.
Yeah, so... And I can actually remember casting that, so... yeah, time does fly. Time does fly. But overall, I think that HeRoMaRinE does still come into this favourite out of these 2.
Yep.
Still waiting for our game invites here between these 2. I imagine the German stream's trying to catch up.
They're very equal in head-to-heads too. I was looking at this earlier. They've been trading a lot of wins. They're 2-2 this year.
Yeah.
2 wins for Kung Fu, 2 wins for Hero. Trading wins back and forth between the both of them. So pretty close in that regard. But I'm definitely siding with Hero jumping into this one.
Fair play, fair play. I haven't really seen GunGFuBanDa play for a long, long time. Ever since... Let me think about it. I think he played in Go Finals that I ended up casting at one point. Did quite well. Actually beat quite a few Koreans during that.
Last time I saw him play was his finals against MMA in the Frag Bite. That's the only thing I've seen him play. And he come pretty close to it. He lost 4-3.
Okay. I didn't see that game,
3-2, I think it was. Yeah, that was a pretty good result, actually, to be fair.
I mean, getting to the final alone is pretty good in itself. Never mind going up against MMA, who is a WCS champion, and a finalist of this year's BlizzCon.
Yeah, lost 4-3. So very strong performance, and that bodes very well for him to do quite well against HeRoMaRinE.
Yeah, definitely. MMA. Well, I mean, Marine is a very, very aggressive kind of Terran. He will like to get into your face very quickly on 2 base, sometimes 1, but that's rare nowadays. So it's nice to see. Basically, whenever I was watching Marine throughout the EPS Cups, he would always be in his opponent's face, always trying to be doing the damage. And I mean, that's kind of what you got to do as a Terran here. So maybe we'll see that in just a bit. But
with the result against MMA, I almost favor GunGFuBanDa coming into this now just because of that one result alone.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. I
mean, didn't look at his other results in that tournament.
He had a good, strong run against Terrans overall.
Beat Happy as well.
And Bunny.
In the semifinals.
I mean, beating Happy and Bunny on the way to play MMA in the final, that's a pretty good result. I'm not going to lie.
Very good performance. Very impressive. So I'm expecting a lot now because of these. Now, I haven't actually seen the games. I only saw the results. So I'm expecting a lot from him. Yeah. If we get into the game, I don't know what's going on.
No, I have no clue either. Do you want to check where the German stream's at on Take's stream and see how they're doing?
Oh, yes, on Take's.
But as Tasteless would say, this is basically a back broadcast where we are just waiting for the German stream to catch up. So once they're good to go, then all will be nice. We have to check on Take's stream.
What's the bet they're talking?
No bet, because it's probably true. I'm just talking about nothing, but we'll see.
Okay. Wait, let me get past this advert. I've got 15 seconds because I support esports.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to tell you.
No ad block here.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know,
We are this piggyback broadcast, though.
Basically, yeah. I'm hoping that my score screen is okay, because my Photoshop crashed, and I'm trying to export graphics on...
Oh, I see Hero. Hey, come to my screen.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, come to my screen. Wait, go.
Wait.
Go.
All right, wait.
Hey, it's HeRoMaRinE. Look at us. We are inventing the wheel.
He's got some slick hair there.
Slick hair. I can't see his eyes.
He has the thickest glasses I've ever seen of anybody.
Yeah, you said that. They are quite thick. There's his hands, there's his eyes, and there's GunGFuBanDa, or GungFu. I think he spit his gum out of the camera or something then. Yeah, Planet Key Dynamics' team. Oh, there's Take. Hello, Take. We should pretend that we're them.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
How's your German?
Not very good, Sean. Not very good. Certainly not as good as yours. They're kind of off-center, actually.
They are off-center when it comes to hashtag production. But I feel like we should have just done this from the very get-go.
Just watch them.
Well, we should have had a feed on all the German stream without us doing anything, and you just talked when they talked, and like this, because I think this is kind of funny to watch. I think this is kind of entertaining too.
Look at, there's the Muslim in the background to the bottom left.
Yeah, and there's Hazwobs at the top, the 6-time EPS champion, 3-time StarCraft 2. The Muslim, never an EPS champion, I don't think. Did he win one?
Did he win one in Warcraft 3, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he won in StarCraft 2.
Well, it shows him winning there, so maybe it would be kind of sad if he'd never won one.
Could have been anything, though, to be honest.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been.
But yeah, as you can see, they're talking, we're just kind of chilling, but looking at them chilling.
Yeah. It's an exciting moment.
Oh, there the players are. And there's HeRoMaRinE is not in game, and he hasn't played his placement matches this season either.
HeRoMaRinE. Gabriel. Oh, he's in a lobby.
Well, we may have slight stream delay.
It might be us, and then...
Wait, you're in the lobby now.
I'm in a lobby.
Okay, I don't care about being in the lobby. I'm just going to watch HeRoMaRinE. You can switch over to your screen when you're ready, but...
GLHF.
I'm just going to watch HeRoMaRinE.
All right, we'll watch him for now until we get into the game. That's nice. GunGFuBanDa is joining.
GunGFuBanDa.
For Team Planet Key Dynamics.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling he's going to win this now. Just based on, like I said, the results in the Fragbite Masters. I mean, there are very good results.
Yeah, beating Happy, beating Bunny, two of definitively the best Terrans in Europe.
And you know he doesn't have nerves offline either, because those games were offline, so...
Were the Fragbite Masters finals offline?
Yes, the MMA games, definitely. I don't know if the other ones were, but this definitely.
Oh, nice. All right, well, the countdown has begun here to get into our first series of the day. We can actually switch straight from Mr. HeRoMaRiNE's lovely face into the game in a second, as I need to make sure that that's the right button. There it is. It's kind of difficult doing all this at the same time. I'm hoping that I'm not screwing up too much.
Swedish haircut here, that.
It is very. He's come on leaps and bounds in the past year or two as HeRoMaRinE. Changing up his style, making himself look slick. Alright, so, without further ado, let's see if I can get the score screen right going into game number 1 for our second semi-final of the day. From GunGFuBanDa's face and HeRoMaRinE's face into the game.
Hashtag production value.
And then the score screen. It worked! Alright, up to the top left-hand corner, it's our red Terran. It is MouseMarine. And down to the bottom right, it's our blue Protoss. It is Planet Key Dynamics GunGFuBanDa.
GunGFuBanDa.
Okay, fine. I'll start calling him GunGFuBanDa.
I think we might have to do that again after as well. Go over to HeRoMaRinE and...
Yeah, we can do that. It's fun.
We'll steal their player shots because we don't have player shots.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. Sound is good. Buttons are good. We're good to go, Sean. We're good to go.
So as talked about before, the map pool here. Favouring HeRoMaRinE, definitely. Nimbus first map. King Sejong can be kind of okay. Merry-Go-Round heavily favouring HeRoMaRinE. Foxtrot can be any player's game, and then Catalina to end it, which also, again, favours slightly HeRoMaRinE. So a pretty good map pool, but GunGFuBanDa almost beat MMA. So
yeah.
And MMA is a god. We'll see how well HeRoMaRinE plays. He's a little bit out of shape, apparently, so he's not going to play his very, very best, and he's already decided to open up with an Nexus first on this map, which is pretty standard, I suppose. Easily taken second base. But the difficulties for Protoss on this map come when you try to take a third. You take a third out in the open, which is the natural third to take, and then you get dropped in your back.
Yeah.
And you kind of get owned.
Yeah, it's not the safest of positions, that's for sure. But at the same time, at least GunGFuBanDa, I'll go with it, doesn't spawn anti-clockwise to his opponents, making the natural a little bit more, even more accessible.
Yeah, that's true. He has cross position, yeah.
So that's nice. That's nice. Hiding that pylon up to the top left to start things, or...
I've even seen Phoenix play be used just to help with the assistance of protecting that back base.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. Just having a little bit more command in the air. That's nice.
It's double barracks, obviously just the natural follow-up here for HeRoMaRinE. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to hide his command center first, I don't think, by the judging of the barracks timing and where the probe is. Could be close, I'm not too sure. Trying to judge where the probe lands when the Marine pops out, it's going to be close. A Marine might just be out in time.
Yeah, it may be. And that will be a really sweet little denial there from Marine if he's able to get that. 7 minutes cause about to finish up, and GunGFuBanDa
already on double gases, yeah, already on double gases, and you're now looking at his builds. It's a very fast Stargate. Maybe anticipating the very fast command center here. It is quite a common build.
This pro
for Terrence on this map. The SCV is going to go in, see a third pylon, doesn't know where the second is. Is he going to check up to the second base? Wow, nice find.
Yeah.
Very good find. An engineering bay was put down before he found that anyway. And the Marine also pushed back the probe. So here HeRoMaRinE's in really good position. Very good position.
Yeah, a great start for him. GunGFuBanDa now throwing out the Oracle into the fray. But there's going to be so many Marines out and missile turrets potentially in the right positions. So I think GunGFuBanDa here might need to go for his expand pretty soon.
Yeah, he will. He will. But he falls quite far behind in this game if this Oracle doesn't get any kills. There's 3 turrets being built.
Jeez.
The Oracle won't get anything in this game, like nothing. It shouldn't, at least.
Very nice little turret here as well to potentially cover any units that are going to be transferring between these 2 locations. Covering the natural, covering the main mineral line. Oracle now on the way. And interestingly enough, HeRoMaRinE was even scouting out further up to the top left-hand corner, just to make sure nothing too crazy was going on in terms of like a hidden base or something, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose could come under the umbrella of builds that Protoss have. They can pretty much do anything. 1 SCV picked off. 2, so actually not bad. You think 3 turrets, 300 minerals, and then 2 SCVs. 3 including the scouting one. Not bad from the Oracle. The Nexus isn't too far behind.
Yeah, and he may actually keep this SCV around here if he goes any further. I mean, it would be nice to eventually try and spot out if GunGFuBanDa was going to take a quicker third, based on the fact that he was behind with his natural fire out.
He just wants to know if this is a 1 base all-in or if he has taken the Nexus. And he goes in, sees a structure that's been added on very late, so it's going to be a 2-base play. So he's got time to add on the add-ons at this point.
Nice control here, once again, from the Oracle to get himself another worker. Extra Oracle is down here as well.
2 Oracles. Okay.
He could actually rival those Marines if he brought both of them in.
Yes, he can.
Oh, that's a bit ambitious.
A little bit too eager there.
Guess he forgot about that 3rd missile turret.
Scan reveals Nexus and the tech structures if you didn't quite know what they were.
Yeah, that's a really nice scan actually overall. He knew exactly that that structure was there. The scan will be also in range of the Nexus, so gets full confirmation of everything with a good scan. So HeRoMaRinE looking alright at the moment. Looking alright. How many workers is he at? 31 against 33. The Oracles haven't done too bad. 6 worker kills overall. So we'll see if HeRoMaRinE wants to see what he wants to do from here, because eventually he's going to start exerting some pressure himself. And then, as you mentioned before, the Stargate is there potentially for him to even go into Phoenix later on. It would be nice to see if there is a lot of drop play coming out of Marine, which is the norm. But Rover Bay is going to be going down for now.
Seems like the stream FPS might be a little bit low from what I'm seeing and reading.
Oh, really?
I don't know what does that or could fix that.
We actually had those problems yesterday as well.
Same thing, was the low FPS?
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure why.
There is... I don't know.
I'm not exactly a stream technician, sadly. I'm just here to press the buttons.
Yeah, and I'm just here to talk.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Maybe we can try to restart things after that, fix things yesterday, maybe.
Yeah, we could try.
I don't know. Alright, so moving on to this part. HeRoMaRinE clearly taking the lead because of the openings and the fact that 1 Oracle died. And he's got a pretty good infrastructure set up at the moment. Oracle trying to get some more value. 2 more SCVs, not bad.
Twilight Council as well has a few more gateways getting on for GunGFuBanDa behind this as well, because he realizes maybe he needs a few more reinforcements. He already saw this small movement out in the middle, but by the time it gets there, he has sentries and probably a Colossus to be able to hold that off after force fields.
Yeah, Pylon kind of shows the danger zone and where boosting can happen, and likewise the other one down here too. Is that 3rd command center before 4th and 5th barracks? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so HeRoMaRinE playing for the longer game. And first 2 medivacs are out, and this is as a Protoss, so you know you're going to have to defend. So Cannon, I would imagine, is on the back base, while he keeps the majority of his forces near the front. A couple more workers been picked off by this Oracle.
I mean, aside from the basically suicide run of the first Oracle into that 3rd missile turret, the control on the Oracles has been really, really good.
Yep.
Got a lot of value. Now with this Colossus out, it's not going to be too easy for him to do too much.
There's the classic old boosto. Cannon units there already. Photon Overcharge shouldn't be too far away either. There it is.
He's going to get himself a few workers during all of this, though. The medevac's keeping this healed up quite nicely. There's the focus, though, from the Photon Overcharge onto this. There was a small skirmish at the front with force fields raining down.
Very good.
Keeping that in, but he lost a lot of workers here.
Yeah, very good defense on the front, but just a little bit lackluster at the back here. As long as he doesn't lose the Nexus, it's not too bad, actually.
Yeah. Marine, though, putting on quite a bit.
Targeting the probes.
17 workers.
Wow,
Jeez.
okay, that's actually pretty good. Very good, actually.
Yeah.
38 workers overall left. Very good.
And he was able to macro nicely off the back of it as well, so he's not really fallen too far behind in terms of army, despite sacrificing a bit for that. 3rd base is now going to go up for GunGFuBanDa, and it's kind of what we was expecting a little bit earlier than HeRoMaRinE's, but in the end, because he had so much pressure on him at the front, it was going to be very, very difficult to ever do anything.
Yeah, that's the problem when Protoss locks down the defense. Can be difficult sometimes to do anything here, and +2 armors completed. GunGFuBanDa moving out very eagerly into the center of the map. He's got to be very careful. HeRoMaRinE scans and says, "Are you really doing that?" There's the army's in the center. There's nothing defending back at home. Boost around these pylons, very useful in good positions.
Yeah, he actually spotted this pylon, yes, but not this one, so he might fly straight into this one, unfortunately for him. And oh, that's very, very close. He's going to pick that one off. He realizes he's been spotted, so at least he gets a pylon, but it's not exactly what he wanted here.
So far, not too bad here for HeRoMaRinE. Playing pretty good. Started his 2-2 upgrades and his +1 attack for the Vikings. And very shortly, I'm imagining we'll see a couple of extra barracks being thrown down so he can really ramp it up to the next part of the game, which is what he's been aiming for since the very choice of going command center first, pretty much. Second starport is the first of additional production to get that Viking count high. Barracks will follow. GunGFuBanDa sitting on 3 bases, sitting pretty. Still only on 1 forge, and the Templar Archives is the addition to his setup now, so he's going to start to aim towards Storm and High Templar. But there is a chance here if HeRoMaRinE, if he hits all his supply depots, hits all his SCVs, and, well, he's maybe finished with SCVs. Well, not quite, but hits all his production, he's going to have quite a powerful 2-2 timing.
Yeah, adding on a lot of production at his third base as well, and as you say, I mean, Terran at this point is going to ramp up really, really hard in terms of supply. Right now, we're already seeing that 40 supply advantage, and most of that is in the army. So if he can hit a good engage when there's not too much gateway force to be able to complement the Colossi, then it could be very, very scary.
That's what he's going to be looking to do, is hit when 2-2's done, and have enough units where he can evade the very minimal amounts of Storm, and then try to do critical amounts of damage here, but 4 Colossus is a lot, so the Vikings are going to be needing to be quite high. I don't think he realizes how many Vikings there actually are. I mean, how many Colossus there are. But this game's going to the long one, for sure. We'll see if HeRoMaRinE can match the talent of HazWobs, 6-time EPS champion.
At least he knows the extent to which...
Yeah, look at 166, man. 166, 168 to 115.
It's going to get really brutal if he actually pushes with a good set of Vikings. He's got 5 out at the moment. He's going to have an extra 4. I think he probably would need to wait for another round, considering that there's going to be 5 Colossi out.
One more round, and then he's at 2-2.
Yeah.
5 Colossus is a lot, and the 6 Colossus on the way. That's why his army supply is quite small, because all his money's gone into Colossus here.
Yeah.
The problem is, if the Vikings bring the Colossus down without the Marine Marauders taking damage, and if a couple of Ghost EMP the High Templar, this game's over. just over.
Yeah.
2-2's done. Viking count 9 currently. I suppose that's not too bad.
Yeah, he needs to wait for this extra round. The 4 more coming along, at least.
Yeah, then he can probably look to attack here.
Yeah. Well, Colossi are all positioning themselves to anticipate some kind of drop play. There is a small Zealot harassment going into the third base, but already well bunkered down with reinforcements as well. I don't think the Zealots are going to do too much.
No, they don't. That's actually pretty good there for HeRoMaRinE. Unfortunate for GunGFuBanDa, but he does have a Warp Prism to continue that type of style. But almost 190 supply here for HeRoMaRinE. Looking, he's got a good army. It all comes down to an engagement very shortly.
Wasn't too eager about the idea of a 2-2. I think, poking around at the front and dropping a scan on his opponent's army, seeing, well, will the 2-2 work? Guess I'll just retreat back onto the 3-3 because his army is going to be really, really solid by the time he gets 3-3. But as is Protoss. I mean, he's got Storm finished up, right?
Well, the thing is HeRoMaRinE is stronger in this game currently, and the longer it goes, the more GunGFuBanDa catches up. So, you really have to move. And he scanned the army. He likes what he sees. He's going to try to take this fight. The Viking count high enough to take on the Colossus now, he says. But again, comes down to the fight. There are High Templar, but there are also Ghosts.
Zealot saw the entire army moving out here. Even just a small little fortification at the front will be able to help out, because this is a pretty darn strong army.
Warp Prism's going to counter while this is going on as well to put more pressure onto HeRoMaRinE. It's been spotted very early.
Yeah. The Sense Tower really, really helps out here, and the 2 extra Vikings on the way back are going to be able to shut that down.
Yeah. So he cleans that up, not too difficult to do so, and now the fight's going to take place.
Blinks forwards, gets himself 1 Viking already. Storm doesn't hit too much to start things off. Wow. Okay, those Storms hit a lot. You have to be so careful about dancing outside of this AoE. HeRoMaRinE in the past EPS Cups, or the EPS Championships, has shown very, very strong control against Storm, but that wasn't the strength that I've seen before from him. No,
he walked into that, and there's no way he's going to win that fight after taking so much damage so easily. And now he's got to retreat back, wait for 3-3. He's going to try again with Cloak. But this allows GunGFuBanDa to very easily take a pretty comfortable position now. He's got a great army left over. HeRoMaRinE's a little bit weak, waiting for these further upgrades.
And GunGFuBanDa also has a good few amount of High Templars in reserve that he's spreading out across the map, so that's going to help a lot. just in case an EMP does land throughout the fight. He can bring them in from either side and start flanking with storms, which gets very, very deadly for the Terrans.
Double drop's going to come around the side, so HeRoMaRiNE's going to defend for a bit. Trying to drop and kill that fourth. Could be a nice move, actually, if he pulls it off. Nice movement forward with these 3 ghosts. Well, it was until they died.
Yeah, these 2 medevacs, at least they find this this base over here. That's a big warp in the Zealots, though. Really need to start working on those very, very fast. +3 armor on those. It's going to keep them alive for quite a while. Actually, the Dark Templar mixed into that is super helpful.
Yeah.
Hasn't dropped the scan, so hasn't really realized.
Hero's chasing this army.
Oh, and actually, it was kind of separated up a bit there, so this was a pretty good opportunity for HeRoMaRiNE to do some damage, but Storms, once again, are going to hit quite a lot of that bio. He does dance out of it. The Vikings have done their job, and if he can stim back against this, then maybe he'll be able to kite quite a bit, but look at this extra warp in from the Warp Prism. They does get shut down by the Vikings. Nice.
170 to 120. I think we have one winner in that fight.
Yeah. Especially with a lot of ghosts still in reserve, so anything that moves forwards can be EMP'd. There's a storm to try and shut down a lot of this. Snipe will end up falling onto one of those High Templars to the south, though, and in the end, GunGFuBanDa does not want to be sticking around.
And at the end of it, he lost his 4th Nexus too, which is quite important.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that much of an income now, as his main base is pretty much run out, whereas Hero has. So in the last 5 minutes or less, HeRoMaRiNE won out there. He took a good fight, killed off the 4th. And GunGFuBanDa's got to sit down, nail down cannons, defensive structure, make sure he gets his 4th up and established. And while he does that and spends resources on establishing this new base, we're going to see HeRoMaRiNE build up and ready to go again.
Yep, his income's looking fine, looking totally fine here, especially when he starts dropping some mules down on that 4th base as well. But GunGFuBanDa now doesn't really have any close eye to his name. 1 just popped. But all in all, those Vikings gonna have to land for a while and not be such dead weight. HeRoMaRiNE really still wants to take a good engagement, but attacking into a planetary fortress, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, you're asking for it there.
And Ghost walking forwards, he does see the High Templars all clumped up very nicely. Drops an EMP, only catches 1 on the retreat out.
Well, 176 supply for HeRoMaRiNE as he builds the next set of units. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, anything he can shut down at the back here whilst his opponent's entire army is basically out in the field is going to be great. Also an extra scan there to be able to bring down one of the Dark Templar, which did cause him problems in the past, and he's going to get this Nexus.
That's a great pick-off. Very, very dangerous pick-off there for GunGFuBanDa, who has another Nexus taken out. And at the same time, he always has to be around the middle of the map, because if he brings his entire army down to defend that, HeRoMaRiNE marches to the 4th base, picks that off, and then again, GunGFuBanDa loses another Nexus, just really using his army size for his advantage here, Hero. Very nice play. And now he marches towards that 4th.
Yeah, he sees the extent of how far GunGFuBanDa is out of position. He was sending his entire army to chase 2 medevacs with a few marauders in, and that's not going to work out for you too well. But the Storm is trying to keep him in this. Snipe will kill off one of the High Templars at the back, and that Nexus, once again, sure to fall.
Great play, and now he can retreat back in. Well, actually, he's going to walk forward into this. He's got to be very careful. That's actually a pretty good set of EMPs, though. But ends up losing the fight there, so retreats back onto his planetary. But he got the biggest goal, the 3rd Nexus and the 4th at the same time. Now you fall back, use your income to your advantage, rebuild up, get ready to go again. Just keep hammering this one home. I think he's got a new command center that he could maybe lift over to that other base.
Yeah.
So things are looking good for HeRoMaRiNE.
And noticeably also, during that fight, there's actually no observer with this army for GunGFuBanDa. So he, right now, really needs at least 1, maybe even 2 or so in the army. Thankfully for him, he did bring the Viking count down. But once that gets up and rolling again, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to win these fights in the position that he's in.
Well, at this point, you've got a bigger income. You just need to keep trading equally. If you keep trading equally and you have more money income, it's obviously a much, much easier route to victory.
Yeah. Well, 4th base is going to go down for him in the middle again. The medevacs.
Well, that's not an equal trade. That's a losing trade.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they were so far out.
So many ghosts.
That's going to really be hard to break, actually. 18 ghosts against even 4 High Templar. Some of are they all with the army? Yes, they are. So not even any defensive High Templar at all at this point. This is really going to be a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Extra Colossus is on the way for GunGFuBanDa, but unfortunately he can't support any kind of like 2 robos with a production of Colossi, and again, kind of limited high Templar, limited gas in general here for him.
Bleed in the money.
Yeah.
But he needs to get a 4th base up again. He's trying to take that south one. This is a very weak army here for GunGFuBanDa, very low in supply.
And there's only 1 observer. Is it even with this army? Yes, it is. So the scans keep dropping, and that observer really needs to keep itself alive during all of this. 'Cause if it doesn't, then those ghosts are going to have an absolute field day. But actually, half of the army turns around anyway. A few of them did want to get Vikings. He's really trying to rely on Colossi here, but I don't even know if he has enough to be able to rely on Colossi.
Our 17-year-old 2-time EPS champion. Looks like he's going to take map number 1 here. Cloaks up. Snipes up. EMP's up.
And the observer's gone. So
yeah, very good.
A few trader ghosts are in there uncloaked and allowing the Colossus to do extra damage to the ones that are cloaked, but there's not enough here at all for GunGFuBanDa.
Yeah, considering that HeRoMaRinE says he's not in the best of shape right now, this is actually a very impressive play.
Yeah.
You know, he's started off very good with his early game, and his mid game was good and his late game was fine. There's no problems in terms of his play. That was a really good display.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. And he takes the first map, a 1-0. That's the wrong camera. Where are we? We're there. There we go.
That's where we are.
All right. So, yeah, welcome back. So I now need to update the scoreboard, but that was a really strong game there by him. Do you want me to try and restart XSplit and see if we...
Yeah, you might want to do that.
All right, okay. So we're going to go to a short break here on the English stream, guys. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to try and restart XSplit and make the quality of FPS a little bit better for you. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the EPS Winter 2014 Championship, as we are back, hopefully, on the stream. And if the FPS issues have been fixed, then great. If not, I don't have many more solutions. So I'm trying what we can for us here on the stream. And countdown's begun.
Beep. Beep. Look at him. He's ready for war! See that gun!
I don't know if he's going to be able to win out, though. HeRoMaRinE looks good.
I don't... All right. Here's a challenge for StarCraft fans. Who and when, who being the StarCraft player, when being which tournament, have we seen someone chew gum actively while playing?
That's a good question.
Yep.
Do you know?
No, I have no idea. That's what I want to know.
I keep asking you these questions. You keep asking them, and then you don't know the answer.
I'm really good at asking questions that I don't know the answer for. So you guys in the chat, I want you to tweet, message in chat, whatever. Find someone and show me, because I don't know. And I've watched over 5 years a lot of StarCraft.
And darn, my score screen has not worked.
Are you not on my screen?
I am on my screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. No score screen.
No score screen for now. I'll try and fix it during the next break.
Okay, I don't know how I can help you.
That's fine, man. Overall, HeRoMaRinE is 1-0 up, guys. So if anybody asks in the chat, you can tell them he's 1-0 up. And spawning down at the bottom right-hand corner is his opponent. It's GunGFuBanDa. And up to the top left-hand corner, it's our red Terran. It is MouseMarine, currently 1-0 up in this best of 5.
Maybe Harston, I think, has maybe done it before. I don't know.
Maybe. Who's done it?
I don't know. Let me know.
I'm trying to find the German observers so that I can hopefully try and fix the score screen and just stick on there observing. So, is it this one? Is it this one? I don't know.
Let me check the FPS for you.
Does it look better?
Move around.
That's not me moving around, but it looks better.
It is you.
No. That was them. Well, kind of.
No, this is you.
Alright, it was kind of
I'm on your stream. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, somehow, some way it fixed.
Well done.
Alright then. Alright.
So what's the score again? Why don't you remind everyone?
1-0 to HeRoMaRinE.
Okay.
Yeah, in this best of 5. And I, again, will try and fix that score screen in just a little bit, but for now it is playing a bit of a game with me, so...
Alright, do you want to know something while these builds shape up?
Yes.
There's one commentator I really don't like in the scene. I'm going to share the dirt.
What?
I'm going to share it, man.
Alright.
I really don't like Rotterdam.
Why is that, Sean?
Well, it's a combination of Rotterdam and the Muslim just kind of wind me up, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are they winding you up
I don't
about,
know.
Sean?
I pretend to be friends with them, but I just don't like him, man. I don't know. I thought I'd share it.
All right. Well, thanks very much for that. Somehow I can feel the sarcasm through the mic, but
I'm not being sarcastic. It's actually real.
Yeah. Is it because he made you go in the sea? Is that why?
Yeah. I never really liked Roddy. I pretend to like him, so he likes me, but...
Is he by chance in the chat?
No.
Is he not?
Anyway, let's talk about the games. I don't like him.
Okay. You realize anything you say like that is going to be at the top of Reddit, regardless if you're right. Oh, God. All
right, so Reaper expansion coming out from HeRoMaRinE into Barracks follow-up behind it. Whereas GunGFuBanDa just pretty regular opening himself. Yeah, I wonder what... Twilight, yeah, I was thinking if he would use that here. So we're going to see some Blink play, probably. Depends on the extent of it. I don't know how far he's going to go with it. But this Reaper, is he going to spot it?
Yeah, he's having a round.
Squeeze past the Mothership Core.
Not going to be denied by just a Mothership Core, my friend.
Oh, it's a great scout.
Yeah.
Very good scout.
Sees everything. That's nice. Oh, my camera has shifted. You see? It's not level. Oh, damn. No, it's not that one. It's this one. That didn't work. Oh, God. Oh, well. Oh, hey, no, I found it. I've done it. That was pretty impressive. I can't believe I fixed that as easy as I did, but whatever. Okay, well, got plenty of Marines at the front at least. Blink is on the way.
Yeah, I don't really know how much you can do with Blink now. Does he still commit to it despite it being scouted? Do you want to maybe just kind of move on to the next stage? I don't know really where you want to go with this.
Yeah, it is a bit difficult. I'm not sure how much he's going to really get from this. I think that he probably has to go... Well, he's going into Forge. So if he goes into a stable, normal game from here, then maybe that'd be nice. I wonder if he could have gone for Robo before the second gateway, because I don't think Marine really wants to push out too hard against someone who's going for Blink.
Yeah, but if he guesses that he pulled away from Blink, he could be in trouble.
Yeah, true.
Which he's starting to get a bit eager with his Marines, actually, by poking around. I don't know. The Forge and Gateway is okay. I guess you don't really need a Robo. I mean... What are you going to do with the Robo? Go up to Colossus really fast or get an Observer? I don't think you need to see anything in the game at this point. You can just kind of predict where he's at. So 3 Gateways, Forge, almost fine. I wonder if he stays on Twilight Council tech. I've been seeing it been played out a little bit more recently, but usually it is just back over to Robo. A scan reveals the Forge, the extra Gateways.
It's a lot of Marines he has actually available to him, but again, he's playing this safe. I mean, look, he's got a Widow Mine on the way as well, so he's not allowing anything crazy to happen. There actually is aggressive pylons placed down here for GunGFuBanDa, and he is moving out with these Stalkers, but it's almost to sell the story in the end, because he's got the Robo behind this, but still no gases at the natural, so it kind of slows him down overall in terms of tech.
That's right, and if he moves out soon and there's a lot of Stalkers, that could be dangerous, but I don't think that's going to be the case in this game, because he's going to really want to climb up towards Colossus pretty fast. HeRoMaRiNE's just playing it safe until Stim and Combat Shields is done, second bunker just in case, but overall that's a decent amount of Stalkers, but not enough to challenge HeRoMaRiNE here. Not enough by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely not. He's got his army positioned in nicely as well here, so the Mothership Core pokes forward slightly, didn't see too much on that lip, but... This army, if he does blink up for some reason, there's no way he can.
No.
Don't go
Stim is
far.
done. You jump up there, you're a dead nerd.
Yeah.
We're going to see a push out in a second from HeRoMaRiNE as the Medivac's going to be on their way. Wow! It's a brave third base.
Yeah.
Because we will see this push out. I don't know if he's going to wait for 4 Medivacs or not, because some Terran players do wait for 4, just because Blink is such a scary thing to deal with. But I think he's realizing that this isn't that dangerous out there in the open. I mean, GunGFuBanDa's blinking away.
Oop, gets himself a few Stalkers as well on that retreat out, and in the end, yeah, you're right. I mean, the third base is very ambitious. He's got an Immortal on the way. He knows he's in a little bit of trouble. Chrono boosting that out. He needs every unit he can get if HeRoMaRiNE decides to push on further.
Oh, that's a great force of Stim there. 2 Stims, no Medivacs.
Once those come along, though.
Jump away again up this ramp. Yeah, he's forcing Stims because the Medivac's on here.
Yeah.
But that's such a risky third to take here. There's no doubt HeRoMaRiNE's pushing across the other side when these Medivacs are ready. If he defends it, though, that's pretty good. Immortal's going to help in that defense. as well as, of course, that second armor upgrade. The first Colossus is on its way. GunGFuBanDa sees what he wants to see, which is a fast third instead of the 4th and 5th barracks before, because the 4th and 5th barracks means more units, means more pressure. Third command center means it's not going to be as intense at this part, and that's what he doesn't want. To have this intense mid-game where he needs to defend in multiple locations against multiple sets of units.
Gets caught by a few force fields. And that stim up just before was a little bit weird. He was trying to focus on the Widowmine there with that blink forwards. Does end up getting it eventually, but at the cost of 1 or 2 Zealots there. So overall,
wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good for GunGFuBanDa.
Yeah.
First Colossus almost out.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to really do anything at third base, and especially since also he doesn't really know about it.
Yeah.
So he's just anticipating the idea of his opponent taking a slower one, considering that he was moving out when he did.
Oh, now the Colossus is here. Now he's like, oh no.
Yeah. And the blink forwards to get a medevac. This army cannot stick around here for HeRoMaRinE for too long. It was good split off, so he wasn't taking too much AoE damage, but it's just not enough. There are enough gateway units here to be able to hold this on for GunGFuBanDa.
Where is GunGFuBanDa going? He's chasing him right back. At this point, I mean, I don't know where you want to go as GunGFuBanDa, but you could pretty much go anywhere. You could throw down a second forge, could throw down the Templar Archives, more gateways, kind of any direction is fine, because I think I like his position. He's got a bigger supply. Third Nexus was nice and early. And at this part of the game in Terran vs. Protoss, remember, it's always Terran dominated. This is where Terran, in the early to mid game, are looking to kill off the Protoss. But looking at HeRoMaRinE, is he willing to pull SCVs in this game? Second starport's pretty fast. I think he might be.
Yeah, he may do.
I think he might be.
The way it's lined up as well, it's going to be quite fast if he does go. The
Ghost Academies, yeah, this is going to be an SCV pull. Ghost Academy here is going to be for 3 ghosts, then go.
Yeah. It's going to be a very powerful push as well. GunGFuBanDa, though, with his third base, he's actually mined enough from that third base now to make it have paid for itself. So if his army is going to get really going here.
What has GunGFuBanDa seen? Because right now he is building anti-Colossus, anti-SCV pull.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't rushed out his gases on the third.
He hasn't
really seen anything, but he's not rushing out his gases. He's getting Zealot Charge. That's a crucial upgrade, and he's adding on more gateways. Without the gases on the third, you can build a lot of Zealots and a lot of gateways, which is obviously very good against this.
Yeah.
It seems like he's preparing for it. I don't know how, he knows, but...
Well, likewise, HeRoMaRinE it hasn't really seen exactly when that base went down. He can pretty much anticipate it's there now. Oh, a nice Viking snipe out there by some of these Stalkers, but he's got to be careful, because, again, GunGFuBanDa's economy position is much better than it ever would have been normally if he'd have taken a third base later.
How many Colossus are out?
4
against...
against...
9 Vikings?
Nah, you can't do it with that. He's got to wait for the extra round at least.
I thought he was going to wait for Ghosts, and he hasn't even started them yet.
Oh, jeez, you're right.
So he's just pulling his SCVs now. Maybe losing a couple of those units in the middle of the Stalkers triggered him to go, but... I think this can be holdable. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
104 army supply to 92, and then all the SCVs at the front as well.
Zealot charge, Zealot run by going to end up going down during all of this too, and how much is he really going to do? Nice blink forwards, will get himself 1 medevac. The force fields are going to hold back quite a bit of that bio, but here come the SCVs, not really being held back at all. There's not that many force fields left over here, as the Mothership core will end up falling during
Colossus.
this. He's retreating to a position of power though.
Yeah, but he's got to get rid of the Vikings.
Yeah, he does. They're actually doing a lot of work, and the Stalkers, I'm not sure they're going to be able to shoot through them in time to really deal with this. The Nexus is going to end up falling if he's not careful, but the Zealots charging through. Colossi have fallen, and if he just stims back against this Bioforce...
Oh, there are too many Zealots, so it's hard to see through the medivacs.
Yeah, reinforcements still coming along. It's so close. I think he should be able to break through this.
Yeah, he should be able to break through. If he targets down the Stalker, well, the Immortal, then the Stalkers, he should be able to...
Some of those units at the back, they're not stimmed. There we go, there's a stim again, but they're very low in health because of this.
Yeah, he's going to hold. Very close.
He had to pull so many probes off to make that hold work.
Yeah.
But
now he has +3 armor, remember. And he's been able to kill SCVs in a counterattack. Very nice play by GunGFuBanDa. And he will make the holds.
Yeah. And during all of that, he still never really went down here, where probably a point of contention could have been better for him to kill off, but of course he was looking for the killing blow, so...
Yeah.
I mean, would consolidation prizes be enough? I don't really know. HeRoMaRinE at this point is kind of reeling against this when GunGFuBanDa has got such a strong economy now against this.
And such a strong advantage. Plus 3 armor is huge. Colossus on the way, huge. 53 SCVs to 24 SCVs, huge. Just great position here, and he is looking like he can tie the series up despite the great start from HeRoMaRinE.
Yeah.
He was able to hold off versus the SCV pull.
Yeah, everything just wasn't really going Marine's way in this game. I mean, of course he was gearing up to defeat the Stalker hold, but at the same time, this third base has really paid a lot here for GunGFuBanDa, and still really gone uncontested, and that is just going to hurt even further.
Oh, yeah. I think this game's pretty much over at this point. Very few units left here for HeRoMaRinE. The armor upgrade is massive for these Zealots when these Marines are only at +1 attack. And Templar Archives even coming in, so you can start to add on Archons that just simply won't die.
Yeah, he's feeling comfy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 2 Vikings to contest these 3 Colossi that are out right now, so before he even decides to get out even extra Ghosts to be able to deal with the Templar Archives, he has to have the right Viking count to be able to deal with this, so he's steps behind.
Yeah. Drop from HeRoMaRinE, trying to look for a way to get back into this, but it is a long shot, that drop. Very long shot.
Yeah. Small units will poke at the front, and they even get themselves a Stalker. Here comes the drop into the natural. And if you could get the Robo, that'd be nice. He certainly wants to slow down the Colossus production, considering his Viking numbers, but again...
He just doesn't have enough money. I think the supply difference was 20 after that fight happened, and now it's 70.
Well, that's also the thing. I mean, like, he got 4 Colossi. Getting the Robo at that point, I mean, does it really make a big difference when he can just switch into Templar, High Templar? There you go, GG. GunGFuBanDa takes game number 2. Stronghold, and then strong transition.
Yeah, ties it up now. So we do go to 1-1. Let's have a look at the German stream, hold on, and get these players ready, because they will cut to them in a second.
Oh yeah, we can actually look at them in a sec.
Yeah, but pretty good. Pretty good. It just comes down to the hold, really. There we go, you ready?
Oh, there he is.
He's nodding his head, he's ready.
He's
He
a
wins the
brawler.
game.
Alright, it's going to be very difficult for me to sort out the score screen right now, just so you know.
Yeah, we don't need one.
And then that.
Whoa,
I don't even know why that... Oh, yeah, I've sorted it, actually. Alright, brilliant. So...
Where's the score?
Score is there. You can see it.
Well done.
Look, I'll even put the preview thing on.
Well done.
All right, great. Okay, so welcome back, guys, to the EPS Winter 2014. Unfortunately, for some reason, the ATEM is being a little bit weird, the machine that we used to do the streaming, so I'm trying as best as possible to get to the results that we need. So spawning up to the top right-hand corner, it's currently 1-1 in this best of 5. It is GunGFuBanDa as our blue Protoss. And then up to the top left-hand corner, it's our red Terran. It is HeRoMaRinE, so... who, unfortunately for himself, tried his SCV pull in the past game and then lost.
Yeah, he was pulling into not the best setup. We saw the third Nexus go down really early, which gave a pretty nice edge, I think, we can say.
Yeah.
For GunGFuBanDa, and he was able to use that money, use that edge to build up ready. Alright, so... merry-go-round here, the next map between these two, and HeRoMaRinE looking like a command center first again. Well, he is going command center first, and this is a pretty early scout for GunGFuBanDa. He's going to go west as well. So we're going to find out that he's playing against this command center first quite early.
Yeah. Is there anything that Protoss from here can do to be able to punish, or...?
Not really. I suppose he could chrono boost into the gateway to get quite a few stalkers out, but if a bunker lands, he's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, he's also walling off this section of his base as well, so 7 minutes call coming a little bit.
See, it depends on his chrono boost levels.
Finally spots that.
Sees the CC first.
Sees Barracks follow up, but not much more than that.
So he could chrono boost to units now, maybe.
But whether or not he wants to remains debatable.
Yeah, it's another chrono boost in the Nexus. He could have saved it. He's building a Zealot anyway. I think he may just cancel it.
Yeah, may do. Although that being said, rallied across all the way to that location.
Could chrono boost into the next 2 stalkers.
Yeah, could do, could do.
Another pylon, yeah, he's going to chrono boost into the stalkers.
All right, then. Some pressure coming out from GunGFuBanDa to start things off. And HeRoMaRinE is actually going to spot this, and he also sees the bank up of some chrono boost here.
Well, he goes into the Nexus.
That's okay. Another one into... I guess he gets the Mothership Core out there quickly if he rallies that over, but... There's the Stalker.
Yeah, he's not going to chrono boost it.
No?
Nada.
No.
Too slow.
I guess that's I guess that's how it goes then, sadly. I would have liked to have seen some pressure. It's difficult, though. Really difficult.
Especially because the bunker's coming in. If Marine's in there, you're going to get shut down quite easily.
Oh, wow. So, HeRoMaRinE gets away with the command center first. That being said, though, all of these little extra things that GunGFuBanDa has done to try and get over there quickly have slowed down the idea of his Nexus, because there was no right way that any pressure was going to be put on by Marine that early on. So, what are these units really doing at the front here, Sean? Nothing. Not much.
They actually aren't doing anything. Can't run past. You got to move on to the next part.
Yeah. So, Marine getting the better end of the edge of the builds overall. He's even going to get in there with the SCV and see how far that Nexus is built up.
Yeah, he may get the tech structure too. There is another Stalker being added on, which has slowed down the tech structure choice. But he's waiting with his SCV. He knows these Marines are a threat. I mean, the Mothership Core is a threat, but he's waiting. He's going to move in. And is he going to get the tech choice? Because there it is. Timed very smartly, very nicely. Good scout again.
Yeah, very, very nice. The Mothership Core was causing him a few problems, but he does get pushed away with a few Marines there as well. So now, everything of GunGFuBanDa's has been revealed, and HeRoMaRinE finds himself in a nice spot. But the scary thing is that he was previously in an alright spot in game number 2 as well, after spotting the Twilight Council. So, how is Marine going to react here against this is the big question.
Second and third gateway being built too.
Right, potential for a lot of
pressure.
pressure.
So if you think about it, in the previous game he went blink, but then backed off blink. This time he's going blink and staying with it.
And chrono boosting.
And HeRoMaRinE was quite active with units in the previous game because he expected the cancel after it being scouted, or not the cancel, but the lack of dedication towards it. And he was quite active with Marines. If he's similar to that in this game, he will get punished because 3 gateways will produce quite a few Stalkers.
Fourth barracks coming down a little bit quicker here from Marine, though.
Fourth barracks?
Yeah, yeah.
His unit.
1, 2, 3,
Whoa.
4.
Yeah, producing a lot more units here. Delaying his factory a lot. I'm not have medivacs, but just have a general more units. This is not normal.
Yeah, and we still have chrono boost into the blink, so Marine's reading this pretty well. He's basically calling his opponent's bluff, who didn't have as much of a commitment to it as game number 2, but this time around it is there.
So a 7-minute 30 factory. Medivacs won't be in the game until past the 11-minute mark. But before that, he will have a lot of units to even just run it when Stim is ready as well. So a couple of things here that work really well in HeRoMaRinE's favor. We'll see how many Stalkers are made, because the Forge is later compared to the last game, and the Robo is as well. Because he invested in second, third gateway, and a few more Stalkers. Scans and sees a lack of gases till quite late. So he knows that there are quite a few units out there. So he'll sit back behind his 2 bunkers until he's ready to go. And this bodes quite well here for HeRoMaRinE.
Yeah, he was even a little bit wary of the idea of Dark Shrine with that missile turret at the front, but yeah, as long as he's able to repair and keep this bunker alive, there's not really too much of an opportunity here for GunGFuBanDa to really do too much. And where is even his Mothership Core? It's back at home, so he really doesn't have any high ground vision either.
This army that HeRoMaRinE's building is very powerful.
Yeah.
When Stim and Combat Shields is done, +1 attack won't be too far away either. And he could Stim to win the game.
Yeah, he could. 21 Marines out at the moment. Nice a little bit of focus down on some of those SCVs. 37
21 Marines. 23 Marines already, so it's a huge amount of units.
Yeah, and GunGFuBanDa doesn't really have too much information about it at all.
He won't build really any more units, to be honest. He only just build a couple of support units, I would imagine, while he's trying to get up towards the robotics bay.
He's going to be up to force fields to hold off for quite a while. And noticeably, he hasn't really revealed too much of his army as well at the front as HeRoMaRinE, so he's really keeping GunGFuBanDa in the dark.
Still no more units have been added on. The robotics bay, I imagine, is going to be put down next, and then he'll start to maybe add on a couple of gateways, start to build up the zealot count. But this army's huge. Stim is done, combat shields is done, +1 attack is done. There's the robotics bay next part. It's either gateways or zealots next, or both, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
But he'll hit before, I think, looking at this, Colossus already.
If he went now, certainly.
Yeah, this is huge.
And again, it's going to be up to force fields to buy a lot of time. Thankfully, these 2 sentries were in quite early to be able to bank up some of this energy, but the movement now is coming, and he's actually trying to... Is he going to go all the way up to the top? Because there is this pylon that could spot it.
No, he's going to spot it anyway.
Oh, he's leading. He's leading with just a few units.
Third Nexus again. This time, it's a very different game. It's 3 barracks in the last one, 4 in this one. That's a lot of units coming across the map now, and this is going to be quite hard pressed to defend, I would imagine.
Gotta be careful. Blinking back, just catching a few of those units, but the scanner's been dropped.
He sees like no armies.
Even warps in an extra sentry here because he knows he might need quite a few force fields to be able to hold off against this.
He checks the third nexus this time, sees no third nexus, and got cancelled.
Tries to go up, force field's going to land and catch a few of those units, but the units are filtering through. Stim is really going to hurt this gateway-only force quite a lot. A bit of this army did get split up, so it's not exactly the best of engagements there for HeRoMaRinE. And Photon Overcharge did help a considerable amount there.
Oh wait, the third didn't get cancelled, sorry. It's at the south, I didn't even notice. Wow, okay, that's crazy.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I thought it was placed in a normal position. I wasn't really looking at the minimap properly.
At least GunGFuBanDa is trying to eke out this position. Vikings are already on the way to be able to deal with the next follow-up here. Is he going to get that observer? Ooh, luring him out into the open. That was not exactly where GunGFuBanDa really wants to take that engagement.
Yeah, he did manage to pick off a single unit and then blink out.
Drops scan, sees Colossus, doesn't want to go up there.
Oh, misses the observer by a pixel. It looks like we're going to see another SCV pull here. Building up nicely towards it. 4 barracks, just pumping.
Goes again, and still has to be careful. The Colossus doesn't even have thermal lance yet, and actually, with the situation that he's in now, with the Viking number scaling up as it did, and the Robo facility and Robo Bay being as late as they were...
Yeah, no Twilight Council, no Zealot Charge, no additional gateways, no fast third to support any of it. A much better position here for HeRoMaRinE compared to the last one.
Definitely. It's going to be a bit easier for him to really start breaking this location. But again, we've seen miracles happen with force fields on this ramp for a Protoss to be able to hold off, and the third base is very unlikely to ever be spotted, so maybe if he's able to hold off with good set of force fields at the ramp, he'll be able to do it, but it's an ambitious one.
Well, he's going to pull in a second. He could hit before the Zealot Charge and the other units. His Viking count with the next 4 is probably ready. Yeah, 11's fine.
Definitely.
1-1 upgrades on that bio too.
GunGFuBanDa a little bit supply blocked here, trying to pick off some of these stalkers as he pushes forwards. Where are our SCVs, Sean? Where are they?
You got to show the the birds again.
The birds. Yeah.
They're gonna come flying across. You probably don't want to show the birds actually. No. Here they come. This is it.
Right.
Zealot Charge doesn't look like it's going to be ready. Temper Archives not ready. +2 armor not ready. All things that were ready in the previous game.
This is going to be difficult. That's a strong army that we're seeing here from HeRoMaRinE. 109 armor supply against 84. These 2 Colossi only. Third one might be able to get on the field before, but I mean, if HeRoMaRinE goes right now, only 3 Colossi even, I should say, to be able to hold off against that. That's a lot of Vikings in the air.
Pretty good time to start it up.
And that one Colossus will end up falling very fast. He's also claimed the high ground pretty quickly here. So the bio has got to go concave. Colossi are going to end up falling, and there's still a lot of bio left with not that many Zealots remaining.
Lands the Vikings instantly after the Colossus gone. This is a very well executed push here.
One more Colossus trying to hold on, but yeah, there's too much bio. The probes are going to come off the line once again, and unless for some reason he stims, I think he's going to be able to walk away with game number 3.
He's going to walk away with a win.
Yum. All right, well done there, as he does take the victory. 2-1 now in the lead is Mr. HeRoMaRinE.
Yeah.
And if he does go to the final, Showtime and HeRoMaRinE have been the 2 dominant forces throughout the past couple of seasons, throughout the entire year, in fact, in EPS. And they have faced each other in the final, so it will be a rematch.
Yeah, no disrespect to the other players, but HeRoMaRinE and Showtime are number 1 and number 2 in Germany, so it makes sense. Yeah,
definitely. They've been looking good for the entire year, and they prove it here so far.
Get ready, we're going to switch, go switch.
There we go.
Missed HeRoMaRinE, but we got GunGFuBanDa 1 game away now from elimination.
Sick.
Oh, that's a mid-spoodle. Yeah.
I don't like bubbles. You like bubbles now, right?
Yeah, I have done for a while.
Don't like them. Still don't. It's a bit weird.
I remember the day that I turned. It was very...
That you turned.
That I turned. It's actually a memorable moment in my life. Yeah. And it was... I know the exact date and everything.
Yeah?
Gamescom 2008 was the day that I turned to...
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I thought...
Yeah. Okay. Gamescom 2008 was the day that I turned.
That was a long time ago.
Well, let me think, actually. Was it 2000? No, okay, excuse me. 2009.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, 2009. Gamescom 2009 was the day that I switched. I was at Gamescom. I wasn't playing or anything, but I was there. And this is before StarCraft 2 got released, by the way. When I went to Gamescom, I was really, really drunk. And I was at Gamescom, and I was so hungover that I needed to drink water.
Okay.
I really had to drink water. My mouth was dry. I had to get it. My headache was banging.
Banging, mate.
And then I was asking around, trying to find it everywhere. Couldn't find water without bubbles.
Okay.
And I was dying because I'm English and I need water without bubbles. And then I said, and this is the day and the memory that I have so vividly, is I looked at this bottle of water that had bubbles in it.
Yeah.
And I screamed and went, "Oh, okay, I have to." And then I downed this whole thing, and it was painful, and I downed it all, and it is very difficult to down that type of water.
Yeah, yes it is. That's true.
And from that day on, I drank bubbled water.
Nicely done.
Okay, currently watching the German stream while James figures out whatever he's figuring out.
Yeah, sorry, I was... hey, they don't have the overlay on. That's a bit weird. Alright, I'll switch into game, actually, on us. Oh, there's HeRoMaRinE. We haven't quite introduced him just yet, but there you go. That was HeRoMaRinE, and I can cut into our game. There we go. And then we're going to go down here, and we're going to show Mr. GunGFuBanDa. So, yeah, currently 2-1 in favour of HeRoMaRinE. Now, we are on Foxtrot Labs. Foxtrot Labs. And I'm almost done with the score screen, so bear with me.
Okay.
And then press this button, and it should work. Did it work? Yay! Alright.
Congratulations.
Alright, okay. I was totally comfortable with everything, and then Photoshop crashed, and then the XSplit was being weird, and... Well, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Alrighty. Ooh, GunGFuBanDa.
Double gas again.
Jeez.
Could be an instant Oracle build again, like he's tried once already. And his second plan's going to be over here, so it's going to be very difficult to scout.
Very quickly up here. Very, very fast.
Yeah.
This is possibly one of the fastest that I've actually seen. In relation to how quickly that probe got out there. So HeRoMaRinE, though, sending out this SCV scout, he's going to have full intel so fast because there's going to be no units to deny him.
And if you think, well, to the previous game, whatever it was on, Nimbus, he scouted, it was Command Center first, but he scouted it and reacted and didn't really take that much damage.
Yeah.
But this is a Reaper expansion. It's a little bit different to Command Center first. Sometimes I even think that Command Center first is better against this because the reactor's going to be added on next. Depending on where he goes after that, how many Marines he's going to have out. Goes in, sees the gases, says, seriously? Like, seriously? Seriously?
No extra pylon either?
You serious? And it's a Twilight Council, not a Stargate.
Alright then.
You serious? Are you actually doing this right now? Are you hiding your tech structure, Protoss?
Looks like it
again?
might be... Is he really going to go for a one-base blink play?
Yeah.
Sick.
And that's the probe that's going to escape to build the pylon close, so
where's this guy going?
It's important not to lose it. Engineering base coming in, and you think about it, the way that HeRoMaRinE... This is actually can be quite smart from GunGFuBanDa, because the way that HeRoMaRinE dealt with it earlier was that he built 3 turrets without even spotting it, I think.
That's true, he did.
And this time, if it's a one-base blink, it's a different reaction. Oh my golly.
He doesn't even need him.
My gollywogs, he spotted it.
Oh, God. And he went... Oh, did he?
No, he's good
He saw no probe there, so... Yeah.
So, one base blink. I think this usually is going to require the command center to be lifted up and put back in the main. Play one base versus one base and just defend. You can get contained, and that's a different... That's just not dying, I guess, but you get to the containment once you don't die, I suppose, as a Terran, I guess is the best way to say it. Figure that out later.
This Reaper could have got the probe as well during all that. They crossed paths, and unfortunately he doesn't. I wonder where he's going to place the pylon. He might place it on the other side of the rocks and try and warp in across and then use the defensive blink, but it really depends, because if you're going to do something like that, you've got to make sure that that pylon is not going to be spotted.
Well, I'll tell you one structure he's going to have to add on, and that's called a bunker.
Yeah.
I think the Reaper's looking to see if the Nexus has been planted down. And he's like, oh, is this 1 or 2 base? I hate Protoss! That's the number one thing you say when you see that. Because you know what's coming, and it's going to be this 1 base all in.
And this bunker placement isn't necessarily the bunker placement you want.
No.
Because there are a few extra paths, especially for Blink Stalkers. And the Reaper's going to end up falling, but he has all the information he needs.
He knows what he's up against. Now he's just got to...
Gates. Ow. Alright then. And there we go, there's the bunker on the high ground.
Yeah, lift up that CC, get out of there.
I'm surprised GunGFuBanDa's actually gone for this. I think we had some macro game from him before that looked really, really strong. Of course, HeRoMaRinE was able to vanquish his opponent, but overall, it was based on GunGFuBanDa trying to go for more aggressive things anyway. Oh, he's checking to see if there's a Dark Shrine or something, I guess.
I guess. Bunker complete, containment will happen, but the factory's got to be pretty fast. He needs to be adding on the factory the next 100 gas he gets, because obviously if you get contained, you're going to need to elevate out of there.
Yeah. And
he's past the stage of not dying, so the second stage is worrying about the contain, which can happen if you think to players like San, who's used it in WCS even. It can be very annoying to deal with, so the factory's going to have to come down, but he is focusing very heavily on Marauders to make sure he doesn't die.
Blink forwards to get one SCV is not really efficient use of GunGFuBanDa's time here, as that SCV was on patrol just to make sure that they weren't blinking up there.
This isn't working.
No.
And the SCV is looking and patrolling the second base to see when the expansion comes in to know that Protoss has given up. And there's the hallucination, and he'll scout it.
Yeah.
He just needs to put down the factory now, because he is going to get contained. I'm quite surprised by the late factory.
Oh, and the block. It's very, very nice. There's no units over here to really deny that. It's going to have to be up to the probe to go to combat.
Yeah, that's some sick denying there.
Sick denials, mate.
You want to see some creep denies in Dota 2? Now see it in StarCraft 2. And that's what it is, because that is pretty good.
Nope. And Forge has been added on for GunGFuBanDa behind this. I guess he needed something to be
just spend your money.
Here. Yeah. Oh, and the force field didn't even work too well.
So we might have a classic, I don't need this Medivacs, and I'm going to stim down that ramp when you're not watching style of game.
Yeah.
Which can be quite funny.
Yeah, that's true. We may see that.
And if you mess up with the force fields, well, you deserve to mess up.
Well, here's the Dark Shrine. I mean,
you deserve to get owned if you mess up.
Look how far behind that natural is. So Dark Shrine is going to be an option here for GunGFuBanDa. But there's a missile turret up there. Did he even see it? He did see it. I guess he's going to try and drop it or something later on, but for now it's not going to... I guess it's going to be the denial tool of his opponent just walking across the map and killing him. Because anything else doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
pretty nice to trap a few units. Great to, well, I guess...
Good bunker micro.
Slow but good bunker micro. He did lose a couple of units anyway, but it was good by the time he did use it.
Eventually, yeah. There was the option before, but...
He's down! Oh, no, he's not. Never mind.
He's down! Wait! Oh. There was one Stalker that almost fell there during that as well.
Yeah, very annoying to deal with this.
Yeah. So Starport is going to be finished pretty soon. But again, he knows how far ahead he is in terms of his command center. He has 26 workers to 30, not exactly what I was expecting.
I imagine the .10 plus 4... Oh, wait a minute.
He was focusing down Stalkers, but then he stopped.
The sentries are out of energy now. He whoops in another one.
Yeah, he really needs that force field extra. This is not too bad a contain, considering.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. It's almost time to leave. Those medivacs are on the way. But what I imagine the .10 plus 4 here, not to rush in, but when he leaves shortly, when the Marines and Marauders chase and follow, then the .Templar goes in. Because he's expecting the follow, obviously.
Yeah, it's a nice idea. He dropped a scan. Where did he drop it?
Yeah, he's going to wait for two DTs, and then he'll wait till the Protoss army has to retreat, and the Terran follows it and then go.
Yeah. Small poke down there. GunGFuBanDa keeping his eyes locked on this position for quite a while, as the Robo finished it up, so he could try and go for a Warp Prism and ferry those in. That's another option, of course, but it is a bit more of an investment here.
Okay. He's got to get out of here. I suppose he has enough energy to recall ride.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect timing as well.
The Medivacs.
No! All
right. My EPS!
Get out! All right.
Now he knows the push is coming. Now he has to defend and use the DTs to maybe buy some time.
Yeah. Where was it? Oh, it's been back
They're
here.
waiting.
The missile turret.
Terran is still here. Wait. Give it 10 seconds. This is where you go like, okay, he's going to be leaving. 10, 9, 8. Okay, the turret's... I got to go fast. Looking for his vision. He's like, he must have left by now. He must have left. I got to go.
Go!
And then has he gone? Click the whole vision? Yeah, he's halfway across.
Yeah, nice. Where's the other one? He's a Uria. All right, there's two here. Actually, he got a few workers for his troubles.
Yeah, pretty good.
But how does he stop this army? 59 amount of supply at 31. It's going to be up to DTs and force fields. Force fields for the first part. Unless he just picks up everything and just drops on top.
Yeah, he's got to individually use some DTs here.
Okay, phew. So that was a good start to hold this off. Observer's going to be able to keep an eye on that as well as he's trying to get up the ramp, but he doesn't have that many force fields left.
One DT, but I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 scans. You usually save scans as a Terran here.
Yeah.
So he's going to stim forward, bring the DT to the army, maybe scan in seconds. There it is. Uh-oh.
He's going to lose the Nexus if he's not careful.
And if he loses the Nexus, he loses the game. He cannot lose that. He blinks forward. He knows he's got to save it. The pros come off the line too. My EPS!
No, it's gone. Oh, God, the Nexus ends up falling, so a lot of probes, and all the army might end up falling as well.
I want to be an EPS champion like you.
Yeah.
And now with the Nexus down, he's back to 1 base. He's got Colossus, but he doesn't have income. Terran's on 2. I don't know if any SCVs are actually lost to the DTs.
There was a few.
But not a lot.
Yeah. Colossus is out, but, I mean, with the economy deficit he's going to be at very, very soon, it's... he lost a lot of his army. Maybe the full-flown counterattack could go.
Maybe, but you almost have to push and also expand. You need to do both. An all-in attack doesn't work.
I think he goes with the second Colossus and just hopes.
Yeah, well, there are no Vikings, so this could still equalize up.
Yeah.
Maybe. But the thing is, well, look at the supply. 54 to 64. Maybe he did lose a little bit too much when he killed that Nexus. Oh, that's good, though, to force out the force fields, but doesn't want to lose the units.
Maybe he got kind of greedy. He probably could have got the Nexus and got out of there a little earlier.
Yeah, you're right. He's got to be careful now not to lose the game. Second Colossus is way over there. SCVs will probably have to be pulled.
Yeah, I think so. He's got one Viking on the way. He didn't... Okay, so he's got the second one on the way as well. This is going to be difficult with 2 Colossus there. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, Time Warp 2, going to be very difficult to engage. Only 1 Viking, which cannot be sniped. It gets killed instantly. Okay, I guess it can be sniped. And now he knows the trouble he's in. 39 and 37 when it comes to the differences. The Nexus is still not built.
He's going home.
No Thermal Lance, though. Notice it's only just been researched, so going to be hard to actually engage. If you had Thermal Lance, it's a different story. But
oh, he's going around to an alternate angle of attack.
Given time to Vikings, though.
Yeah, or not. It looks like he might just sit back home. Because it's 35 workers to 32, and I guess he might just try and play it out. But kind of a dodgy situation to be in overall. Bit dodgy. Bit dodgy, mate.
Alright, 87, 84. Difference is not too much, but the Viking count's starting to get up now. And I can't believe the amount of... if HeRoMaRinE didn't lose so many units there, it would have been a bit of a different story, but it's not too different of a game. I mean, definitely HeRoMaRiNE's still in a lead, now the Viking count's back up.
Get off my factory! Marauder's being a bit angry at those Stalkers. And these 2 Colossus are going to be joined by a 3rd one as well as Thermal Lance soon. There's only 4 Vikings, 6th. A 5th and 6th going to be joining in 2nd. But the Observer's keeping good tabs on this army and knows exactly how much is going on.
Yeah. That's the Viking count out now. I mean, we could even see SCVs pulled. 5, I mean, this kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful to not just be out here like this. It's pretty dangerous.
There's just not many gateway forces. He's basically relying on force fields alone to keep his entire army alive. Of course, recall is available, but he doesn't want that to be sniped out by the Vikings at all. Imagine if that happened, he's stranded.
Yes, he is. He sees the army. Only 2 Colossus here. Not that big of a deal now when there's like 8 Vikings.
Got the Observer as well, so this is really leaving GunGFuBanDa in the dark. He's going to have to get out of there. Oh.
Dark Templar squeezes out.
Alright, 7 Vikings against 3
So
Colossi.
many Marauders and Marines, though. So many.
Oh, Stalkers get left behind.
Whoops.
Gets to blink that out, but...
You see me? No, you don't.
Runs off. Runs off. Gotta get out of there. Time Warp slowing that down for a second. 4th Colossus almost about to be out.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yep.
To hold on. Dark Templar going into the SCV line. GunGFuBanDa's trying to draw this one back up. He's seeing if he can equalize it.
Yeah, weird little stalemate and tense game here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see SCVs pulled here anyways. Kind of makes sense. Low economy game like this. Viking can't super high. SCVs can buffer enough because once these Marine Marauders get into this gateway army, they'll kill everything.
Yeah.
But just a 5th Colossus is crazy good.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense what you're saying though.
Now. It's kind of late.
Yeah, very late, considering his main base is almost mined down. But in the end, I'm thinking there's not that many Zealots with this army, so if he would have gone before, then maybe it would have worked out. But again, you've got to also consider the amount of Colossi that were there. So it was a difficult decision overall for HeRoMaRiNE, who has pulled back for now.
Templar Archives coming in. GunGFuBanDa getting all the right tech out. 5 Colossus, Templar Archives.
Across only the 2 base, going up to a 3rd now, but his main base is almost mined out as well. I guess with the tech, he is still going to be quite light on gateway forces for a little bit. So he's basically putting a lot of his hopes on AoE alone, which for Protoss is normally quite good, admittedly.
Yeah, switching over to Storm now. Big difference. And Immortals, too.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen an engineering bay from HeRoMaRinE, right? He hasn't got +1 attack or armor, so...
Nope.
He kind of has a limited amount of time left in this game. I think the SCVs have been pulled now.
A few.
No, in the middle?
Nope.
Oh, no, it's just Vikings. Gosh. Okay.
It's quite a few Vikings. 13. If you can get a good angle. The problem establishing a base down here for GunGFuBanDa is going down this choke and defending it. It's very, very difficult to ever...
There's only one high tempo with a Storm by the time Storm finishes, so I'll take... There's a couple, maybe... Okay, 3.
Okay, you can't push through there. He's got to find a good angle. I almost would have liked the idea of him letting the Nexus finish and try and pushing, but, I mean, even then, the timer's against him, as you said. He's going to have to push from 2 sides here. Finds a 3rd base again.
Storm's not ready yet.
This is going to be difficult.
It's just a few seconds. Oh, it's finished.
Yeah, the Vikings need to find a good angle on these Colossi as well. One Colossus gets way too far forwards. Will end up falling instantly during this.
Stop.
Oh, he catches a lot of that bio on the left-hand side, but the Vikings are now going to work on the Colossi. We actually bring down the Mothership Core during that. Another Storm on this right-hand side. GunGFuBanDa might be able to hold on through. There's not that many Vikings left.
He's going to be very happy with this. I got to see his face in a minute. That's a great hold. Very good holds. And he was almost dead in that game. Almost dead, but he manages to draw it up, and we are going to game 5 between these two. Very close series.
I'm staying on the screen until we can switch to their faces.
Yeah, he's GG out. He'll be very happy with that win, I'm sure. That was very tense. Okay, go. Yeah. There he is. He knows it. He knows he's back in it.
It's 2-2.
His EPS dream is alive to win his first EPS. Where's the thumbs up? Oh, that's the first.
Fist pump.
Yeah.
All right, well. And now he's going to take a break. All right, Catalina's going to be our last map here, Sean.
Yeah, and I really think that HeRoMaRinE had that one in the bag. And he killed the Nexus and get out.
Yeah.
He lost way too much for nothing. There was no need to be there anymore. He traded off his units for no reason.
He certainly committed a lot, that's for sure.
And if he loses this, I know he'll be thinking about that one. Yeah, Catalina next map then. So, again, does go more so to Terran favorism. Terrans do like this map against Protoss. If you can utilize the Medivacs well, it's going to be crucial. But are we going to see GunGFuBanDa try to win this instantly? Because remember, it was a blink all-in that started this off.
And now we have the potential of a PvP finals if GunGFuBanDa is able to go through, or a PvT once again if HeRoMaRinE is able to continue on his almost dominance of the scene for a little while here in Germany. But again, Showtime is waiting in the wings, waiting in that grand final for him. And we'll be looking to defeat him, because after previous results, I'm sure Showtime is pretty hungry for this. All right, so we can actually get into game number 5. Yeah, as
2-2.
we cut in and get the score screen on, and everything is beautiful. Up to the top right, we have our blue Protoss. It is GunGFuBanDa, able to tie up the series 2-2. And down on the bottom right, it's our red Terran. It is Mao Sports Marine. All right, Catalina. So, who are you really giving the edge here? Marine? Or, yep. Marine. He's looked good in the past. Can he continue it on? We've seen him do so well in EPS. Ever since he was able to join about a year ago when he did turn 16, because German rules of competition do state that if you're going to be winning money and stuff like that, you have to be 16 years old to be able to compete.
And now they're both old enough to win money and compete.
Yeah, which is quite nice. It's quite nice. I wonder if... do you think GunGFuBanDa will do anything kind of crazy here? Or anything risky? Or do you think he'll just play out a bit
I don't know. He
game?
was willing to do something risky in the last game when it was incredibly close.
Foxtrot's kind of a bit of a stump, though. It's not too often you even see Foxtrot on these kind of... in these kind of series too much.
He could try out something that's... okay, he's taking double gas early again. I think he's going to do the same. Or, I mean, a variety of the same. Could do it at least. He's set up to do so.
Yeah.
Second pylon inside the main base, so it could be just the Stargate inside the main. I don't know. He doesn't necessarily even need to use the gas straight away, but he could. I guess we'll keep tracks on waiting until he actually throws down the tech structure before we go and make too many assumptions.
Yeah.
But HeRoMaRinE has opened up Reaper Expand, SCV Scout as well, so has all the tools necessary to figure out what this is, or to at least find it and then figure out what it's going to be.
He's rallying this Reaper all the way up to this top right-hand
Yeah,
corner,
he's
a bit
like, you
scared.
are not proxying me, bro.
Yeah, and then there's going to be the command center going down in a second, as HeRoMaRinE, GunGFuBanDa kind of doesn't want to go in too far against that. Where is he actually placing it? Is he placing it all the way down here? Like,
if he does, it's where it's going to be, probably.
Yeah. So Marine is going to try and check for the proxy up to the top right. Not going to see too much at all, though.
Yeah, and the Nexus is going to get planted. So he's banking gas really early. Really early. 200 gas in the bank as you throw down the Nexus. Obviously not a streamlined build from GunGFuBanDa. That 200 gas could have been 200 minerals, could have been a faster Nexus, basically, on the very simple level. So what is he going to do with that gas? Does he want to build a sentry early on, where he can start to pile up energy to be aggressive with a push out? It's going to be a Stalker. And no information was found today by the SCV. Sees a Nexus at a pretty decent timing. Reaper stayed around to clear out the probe. We tried to kill the SCV building the command center. But still, 170 gas in the back. That's a lot of gas. More so than any tech structure costs at this level of the game. Is it DTs?
It might be. That's a lot of gas. A lot of gas. You don't necessarily need it if you're going to be going into Twilight Council and... Well, I mean...
He's masking his play, whatever.
Yeah.
He's masking it well, saying that his build could be anything.
Yeah, it's the Dark Templars that really cost the gas as opposed to the Stalkers. Obviously with the Dark Shrine costing the same amount as Blink anyway. And this Reaper, this cheeky Reaper.
He's spotted every single game so far what's been going on.
Yeah.
And he does it again. Every single game.
Really
every
well played.
game.
Really good use of scouting. Good information gathering. And from here on, it is going to be Blink.
How much does he dedicate to this, though?
Is he chrono boosting?
Is he going to go up to 2 and 3 gateways now? Does he want to do what he did previously, which is throw down the Forge?
Where did that chrono
Still
boost
going into the Nexus here. He's been scouted once again. I'm just waiting to see what's his next structure.
Yeah.
Gateway, second and third.
So he's feeling comfortable even with the Blink play, even if it's not too aggressive. Because all of these chrono boosts going into the Nexus, he just wants a good economical position. And then he'll hunker down and hold on with the Blink. And at least it puts a little bit of fear into Marine during this earlier stages. Ooh, are you... No. Okay,
No.
I was going to say.
Sneaking out here.
That'd have been a bit scary.
So... is he going to keep building Stalkers then? He's a little bit pylon blocked to be able to build Stalkers. There's the Forge, so it's not a big dedication at all.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least. HeRoMaRinE kind of waiting for a probe move out around the left-hand side, despite being on the right. Scout on the natural, no gases. Always a little bit worrisome. That this could be minerals being thrown into additional gateways, therefore additional units. He scans to have a look. Sees one Forge, which tells him that it's not a massive 2-base all-in, otherwise he wouldn't be getting the Forge.
He's still got a little bit wary seeing the chrono boost going into the Twilight Council, because it sells a different image to what the previous chrono boosts did completely. So the bunker at the back here, pretty much in response to seeing that kind of play. And Stim is about to finish, so I mean any blinking play that's going to go on is not really going to work out too well.
So the last game of this series, a whopping €1,000 difference.
That's a lot of money.
Just on this map here on Catalina. Winner takes home at least €1,500 with the chance to play for 3,000 if they win the whole thing. Loser takes home 550, so a big difference.
Still more pylons littering the map here as HeRoMaRinE drops down another scan. Sees in the main that actually there's nothing, and that was a really good timing to jump in here.
Oh, what a sneaky little move.
Wow, brilliant. It kind of reminds me of what Polt was doing back in Intel Extreme Masters Cologne, just waiting for the counter, waiting for the units to move out.
Brilliant, and the robotics bay exposed.
Oh, God.
Pylon gonna go down. Anything you can get.
Yeah. Very nicely done there by HeRoMaRinE. Really caught him off guard. GunGFuBanDa lost how many workers? 6, as well as the
mining
underpowering
time
of
loss,
this.
underpowering of a pylon, lack of mining time. Like,
Yeah.
good
Brilliant.
play. Gained himself a nice lead because of that move. And he's just going to continue on now. There's no reason to move out and attack directly. Clearing up some pylons around the map. We're just going to wait for the medivacs now. Really good position for him to be in. Very good.
Got himself a Stalker actually then, as well, which is a bit more than I was expecting. Whoa, doesn't want to be going up that ramp. And actually this army, that blink is on cooldown, so if he could get a few pot shots off, he doesn't have concussive shell sadly though. So didn't do as much damage as he would have hoped there. Concussive shell starts as that happens.
Alright, 4th and 5th barracks. Before 2nd starport, before 3rd command center shows us he wants to ramp up his production, ramp up his unit count to really put the pressure on in multiple areas because he has slowed down his opponent quite a bit. Who is Pylon Bot now? Feeling the pressure. He can't build any units for the next 30 seconds or a little bit less than that, 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, those 2 pylons going down on the perimeter of his bonus base really hurt him, as he really needs to get in a good position here. The first Colossus is out though, along with some force fields, should be able to hold this army at bay. And GunGFuBanDa, jeez. Oh, all these Marines splitting out to try and find something like that?
Wow, this hidden nexus.
I think it might go. I think it's actually going to go. Right now it's only going to this location, I think. Smaller fight in the middle. But if he finds that nexus, he's going to find it, Sean.
It's a pretty good scout.
Yeah.
He just knows that it's okay to attack. He doesn't need to go clear it up. He just knows his opponent's resources have been thrown into that nexus.
Oh my god, look at...
Yeah, good scout. He's kind of seeing that, oh, this guy's on 2 bases, or is he, with the Marines out on the 3rd base location, and then does find it hidden away. It's a good position.
He might try and... Well, no, there's no point.
The thing is, you don't want to attack into it. You just know that it's there. And
yeah.
He's going to lift 2 medivacs. He will clear it up, but this is also buying time for GunGFuBanDa. But at the same time, HeRoMaRinE doesn't want to attack because he looks like he's going to pull SCVs again. So he's going to kill the Nexus off, and then just, you know, while he's building up his Viking count, then he'll go back together again, and then he'll join his forces together for one more push.
Yeah,
but the Templar Archives is the key structure here.
Forces the cancellation as soon as this drop comes over to the right-hand side. I mean, again, he could have maybe waited even a little, just a little smidge, because it was almost done then, and maybe got the kill. But, I mean, with the Ghost Academy going down where it is, and the time it's going down here, it's almost certainly going to be that 3 Ghost pull
I mean,
again.
he tried that before on King Sejong, but didn't actually bring any Ghosts because he was a little bit slow. This time it might be real. Scans and sees 3 Colossus. There's the Ghost being added on. So once those are ready, so will HeRoMaRinE be. Yeah,
this is going to line up really nicely for him. He's going to be up to 10 Vikings by the time there's going to be 4 Colossus, 4.5 maybe.
Got to get some flanking High Templar here. They're all at that ramp. 1 scan and EMPs and snipes to kill them off. He needs to try to hide one.
Stalkers, you do not want to be moving out there to deny that one Marine. Because this army would loom down on you. I mean, of course he has the Observer there, though, and ready to be able to spot that.
I don't know, that's a great pylon, but it's been found. That could have been flanking units. Warp Prism, maybe he squeezes the High Templar into them. He knows he's got to do something with those Storm. I think that's what it's going to be, with the 2 High Templars positioned the way they are. Yeah,
he's really up against it here, really up against it.
It's really risky, of course, with so many Vikings out, but if he pulls it off, he's going to the finals. Otherwise, HeRoMaRinE will. And this looks like HeRoMaRinE almost ready. Storm's not. Force Fields will have to buy a couple more seconds. If he pulls off these High Templar drops on the army, he could do it, but it's going to be hard. The supply difference is very big. The Warp Prism's out. I think that's what he's going to use it for.
Yeah. Kind of has to at this point. SCV.
Where is the Warp Prism? Check the Warp Prism.
Warp Prism is... Ta-da! Well, it's still next to the High Templar.
Oh, he's not going to use it.
Oh.
So that means he's going to try and counter-attack. I think using it might have been the better option, but he's got to defend now.
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy.
3rd base attempt as well here for GunGFuBanDa.
I guess if he survives, he survives. He's got a lot of minerals, but... Oh dear.
128 army supply against 96. He's going to have to be pulled off. That's a really nice Storm to start things off. The Vikings trying to start work on those Colossi at the back there overall as well. But there's no more Storms left over. There's no more Storms.
I don't know. I think that was pretty good Storms, though. I Ah, it's too many Arena Marauders.
Yeah, there's no more Storms left for it. And with the Bio being in the position that is, there's no more Zealots to even get on top of this army as well. The 3 Zealots aren't going to be able to do enough here to be able to shut this down. And I think this should be the victory here for HeRoMaRinE.
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
I lost a lot of probes during this natural base as well. Nexus will end up falling. Probably wants to go for the weakened Stalkers more than the Nexus at this point, though. Make sure
he's pulling all the probes. Last ditch, everything you've got to try to hold on.
Jeez.
And he does hold on briefly. Zealot charge is done. I don't know if he squeezed out +2 armor at all, did he? Because that is helpful.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
But he needs a Colossus. He needs some AoE. He needs something. The High
He's
Templars
holding
have
on,
warped
though.
in.
He is holding on. His EPS journey coming to an end here, potentially, if he doesn't hold on. The 2 more High Templar got warped in. I don't know how good 2 Storms will be.
It's very, very close. The
Great
Vikings
there.
providing a little bit of firepower from the back, considering they are landed, and there's so many Marines coming across the map, though. As this army builds up, as long as he keeps bringing down some Zealots here and there, it's going to be all on the Storms. They have like 2 Storms very soon.
Yeah, you would dodge them, though.
Yeah.
7 Marines at a time, just so few Protoss units. And every Zealot, 100 Marines just instantly killed. Pretty decent Storm.
Yeah.
He's got 1 more up his sleeve. May need to build an Archon here.
I think I don't think they're going to be able to get Storm in time to be able to hold off.
He's holding on. Whoa, very tense right now. This has been pretty successful so far for HeRoMaRinE. Gonna split the forces up, put the pressure on elsewhere. Mothership calls down. That would be ideal if you could get one of them up back again.
Oh, he's not going to see this. So if you could just underpower some gateways, anything would be really, really nice for him.
Could buy him some time, but...
Could do. Getting some of these probes at the back, though.
Yeah, that's nice.
And there's not really much holding off there as well. Needs to get out of there. Tries to poke at the front. Storm does hit him. I wonder if keeping the pressure on at the front might have just been the better idea.
Well, killing a lot of probes like that does hurt.
How many probes does he even have? 24 against 26, but mules are really helping out a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't want to... Oh, he has to abandon some of those units there. Storm at the front once again trying to hold this off. The Archon's so low, it's on 1 health, basically. And will end up falling. Marines continue on the pressure. Marine does not want to let up the gas pedal at all. He does not want GunGFuBanDa to be allowed to save some energy on High Templars or anything.
No, and he's been doing a pretty good job so far. 24, 26 army supply left.
There's not much left. There's no High Templars here, Sean.
The Archon's been microed pretty well, and they can, of course, regenerate the shields, what he's hoping for, but there's very little left here. An intense fight for the last good couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Once the Zealots wear down.
If he can kill the majority of the Zealots off, he'll have a nice squishy inner to be able to try and get to. Of course, the Archons will be able to tank a little bit during this, but the Zealots are the main focus. Still 7 Marines on the way at any time. As you can see in the minimap, the line of units just keeps rolling across the map.
The Archon!
Oh, and he got one of them.
Doesn't want to be losing any big, expensive units like that. The hole becomes a lot less likely with those going down. Supply is starting to equalize a little bit, with probes still being made. Another good micro move here by bringing the Immortal and Archon back. Whoa, the Immortal and Archon almost on no hit points whatsoever.
Yeah. There's just a few good shots left in that Archon, but it has started to regenerate once again. It's amazing how this game is actually coming down to Archons regenerating, and it's very rare you actually see that.
Yeah, very close. Very close.
This one Zealot going to be a hero, trying to spot this in the main.
Defend against everything.
Small poke up again here. Try and get some of these units. If we could focus down the High Templars, that'd be nice. He actually gets the Archon with that.
Can't believe he got the Archon.
Yeah. Alright, a bit of a storm there. He was already dodging out of it anyway. He was already fleeing back, and the army supply is vastly in favor of HeRoMaRinE now. It was around 45 to 28 before, but now it's 61 to 28. So all in all, this is scaling in HeRoMaRiNE's favor.
Yeah. It's becoming easier and easier for him, especially with all these medivacs just healing up these units, and of course just consistently rallying over. 66-38.
Oh,
he goes back into it though. He went back into it.
Yeah, he lost a little bit of his army advantage there.
Went back into it. That's very nice there for GunGFuBanDa.
And again, it's only Marines he's been producing. It's been very rare to have any Marauders out, so if a storm lands on this, it does considerable amounts of damage to the army supply.
3 more Zealots, another High Templar.
He's stabilizing. He's actually stabilizing.
Starting to catch up. Starting to catch up here.
And that's enough Zealots to be able to push this away if he reacts in time. Oop, but he didn't really react too fast. And now all
he doesn't want to lose any. There is a storm.
Yeah, he needs to split a little bit, or even just get out there straight. There was another push at the front.
If Kung Fu Panda wins this, I don't want to even see his fist bump. I just smash the monitor or something.
It would be crazy if he wins this, considering the position that both of them are in. Look at the even supply now. Army supplies are evening up. I can't believe this, Sean.
And the Colossus gets out.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Can't believe it. The micro's been absolutely intense from Kung Fu Panda. Absolutely brilliant.
Crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff. Army supply 75 to 61. Remember, 2 minutes ago, that was 68 to 31 or something around that
less,
area.
Yeah.
So, unbelievable.
But he's got like, you know, 2 storms per High Templar now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bad storm.
Yeah, it was a bit of a whiff, you're right.
The Colossus, though, is huge!
Yeah. How was he supposed to deal with it?
No, he's got a Colossus now, he's got to stop Vikings again.
Oh, jeez. Alright, Marine, how are you going to deal with this?
I still can't believe that Kung Fu Panda's microed his way back into this, and it really was that.
Yeah, it really
Bringing
was.
back the Immortal Archons, and hitting the right storm here, hitting one there.
I mean, any push that comes along now, that Colossus has a huge window where it's just going to instantaneously push back the army, because the 4 Vikings are just not out yet.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to see Thingy's face.
Alright, wait a minute.
Kung Fu Banda.
Let me set it up, make sure I'm okay with it.
Because I'm going to flick over to that straight away, because he will be so happy. I know he will, because the last game he was incredibly happy because he almost got eliminated. To then draw it up in that last game with the
unbelievable
Blink Stalker play, to then come into this game where again facing elimination.
All of this off 2 base as well.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, his economy has stood strong. And now he's up in terms of supply. Unbelievable.
Very, very, very good comeback. Of course, Ghosts and Vikings can still ruin the day.
They could, yeah. HeRoMaRinE just mounting that up. His army supply didn't increase quite as fast as it was previously because he was making 7 Marines compared to these very, very expensive units now that he's having to accommodate for. And is he actually going to go into the main? Oh god! Doesn't want to have... The Observer was keeping tabs on this army, so he's actually having to retreat out here. And is he actually going to go for this? The army supply for Kung Fu Panda now in favor of him. He has a lot of storms here. But the ghosts... The ghosts... Every unit really matters at this point. Every single unit. Forward pylons coming down as well to try and push forward here for Kung Fu Panda. He feels confident enough to be out this far. Oh, this good one. Ghost ends up falling. EMP's actually hit a lot of those High Templars, but there's some more in reserve that will get on top of those Vikings. If he can bring all those down, the 2 Colossi might go completely unrivaled. Zealots charge in on the south side, and Kung Fu Panda right now has taken a supply lead. There's not that much left here.
The Colossus, 1 left, that's almost good enough.
Vikings are going to get taken down on the left-hand side as well. There's not that many Zealots to complement this, but at the same time, as you say, the 1 Colossus, the 2 Archons tanking things up. It's so even still.
Yeah, very even. And this 3rd can't be broken. Kung Fu Panda doesn't want to overstretch. He needs a pylon close. He's getting into the SCV line, which is always nice. A couple of hits there. 3 Archons and the Zealots should be able to buffer enough, but there's Vikings on the way again. The Colossus goes down, the game can change instantly.
He's waiting for that. Actually, he has no mining. He actually has no mining. He doesn't need to do damage. Here come the probes as well. He needs to be able to tank this up. He needs to do the killing blow right here, right now with this army. He's got no more war pins. All Marine has to do is survive during this. The Viking, if it's able to do damage to the Colossus, I can't believe how close this is, but it looks like Marine might be able to prevail as long as he's able to take down that Colossus because the Vikings are unrivaled. Oh my god, Sean.
Are the Archons going to go down? I think they will. The Vikings landing.
I can't believe it. What a back and forth game in game number 5.
And that looks like it. 1 High Templar, lonely one at the end. Not going to be able to do enough damage. And I thought Kung Fu Panda was going to win that.
Yeah, I thought so too. GG. Wow. HeRoMaRinE able to hold on during all of this.
You have to switch over. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm leaving on this
Can't
screen until
believe
then.
that. What a game. What a great finishing game there.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Right.
I also thought he was going to recover. You had me convinced there, Sean. I was.
I think everyone was convinced.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. Oh, emotion.
Not quite as happy as I was expecting.
He's over the moon. If you know HeRoMaRinE, he's
inside.
He's got clowns juggling inside and everything right now.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
His brain, but very close. But Kung Fu Panda is eliminated.
Commiserations to him, but it was so close.
Sigh of relief there as HeRoMaRinE goes to the finals against Showtime.
Yep. Yes, he does.
Terran versus Protoss finals.
All right, we can switch back to us. as we have our results now in from those semis. It's going to be Showtime and HeRoMaRinE. It's going to be a rematch of previous EPS tournaments from days gone by, and these two overall, they're the ones we were expecting, really. These two are the previous EPS champions. They're the guys that have looked super strong in the German scene, and I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, so HeRoMaRinE is going to be playing for his 3rd championship, Showtime playing for his 2nd. So both players here, previous champions. And HeRoMaRinE has the chance to, go up there with Sokean, as Rob's now as the 3-time champion.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
We could see Showtime equalise with HeRoMaRinE.
We could. All right, I think we're going to go to a break. It's going to once again be a little bit of a prolonged one because we're waiting for the German stream to catch up. But when we are back, we're going to have the grand final between the previous 2 EPS champions. It's going to be Showtime going up against HeRoMaRinE. Stay tuned.